Well, today we have a presentation.
Excuse me, Charlie, could you share the whole screen? Because we have a mix between all the slides, the one on the moment, and all the people on the right. So if you share your screen and
Did I do it? Yes. Is this how you like it?
okay, thank you.
Sure. All right. Well, okay, guys. I was going to say that today we're going to be talking about speaking like a manager. Well, speaking formally, like business-like, using language that is geared toward business, less casual, more formal. Yes. So for this activity, I would like you guys to participate. I don't want to be talking all the time, but of course, we'll input some ideas and examples. We have a couple of exercises towards the end to test your memory, or your, what is it called? The short-term memory. And maybe you'll learn your vocabulary that you haven't used before, or maybe it's vocabulary that you know and it will be refreshed in your memory with this exercise. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. I'll be calling at your names. Yes. So I can see, let's see, how many names can I see here? I got Sergio Lopez, Javier, Idali. Welcome all of you. Alejandro Rafa, Alejandro Franco, and there's another Alejandro that doesn't show his last name. And then we have Veron, Rafa, etc. Okay, so I'll be calling your names randomly if you would like to help me read. If you're busy or for some reason cannot participate, or you can't hear me, or your microphone's not working, I'll jump to the next person. Okay, so don't worry about that. We'll go as smooth as possible. All right, moving on. So I'll read this one for you. I think I read this one like last month. As you know, English is the most spoken language in the world. And according to statistics, 72% lose a job opportunity for not knowing it yet. Yes, it is very important. English is now considered basic. Yes. So let's move on. You guys probably already know that. All right, there's some spelling there, but we're gonna fix it. It says, want to sound more professional, learn how to transform simple English words to business English words. Okay. And yes, hell. Jimena, could you help me read this part?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Change get to receive, make sure to ensure, give more information to elaborate, and more.
Okay, can you think of sentences? Have you ever used these words, Jimena?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me an example? Just a sample sentence. For example,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In a business meeting or in a casual?
Yeah, word that you've used it before. The more formal words. Well, I would normally use get here, but in a formal, I have used this receive, or I have used ensure, or I have had to use elaborate to sound more formal. Examples that you've had, if you have them. Yes.
Let me think just a second. I think it could be, for example, to receive more engagement in a specific social campaign.
Okay.
About public policy, for example, could be.
Yeah, sure.
It's not to get more engagements, but receive more engagement.
Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you, Jimena. Does anybody else can anybody else think of another example with ensure instead of we need to make sure that the client understands this? Instead of that, does anybody else has ever used an example with ensure? Feel free to share it.
Yeah, yes, Carlos, I can give an example because I have to ensure that the documents, deliverables of the project comply with quality and compliance with quality and on a timely basis.
Yes, on a timely manner. That's right. Could you repeat it, please?
I need to ensure that the documents delivered for the project are given in quality and on time.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. That's right. That's right. And the other word is, instead of give more information or elaborate, has anybody ever used elaborate, the elaborate word? Feel free to open the mic. Nobody? Really? Nobody's used this word before?
Hi, could I have?
Go
This
ahead.
is Jorge. Yeah. To manufacture or develop, design, uh, implement, or I think this is most of the pieces that I use it.
Okay, yeah. Instead of those, those words are fine. Um, maybe for this new product, we need to elaborate a manual or to provide more information. That could also be considered formal. Okay, all right. All right, moving on. If you have questions, please feel free to stop me or open the mic. Okay. Okay.
Can I ask a question, please?
Sure. Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is the word elaborate not also used to extend explanations in something that you're probably discussing in a meeting?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
Yes,
elaborate?
the word elaborate. You sometimes you use it to extend an explanation of an issue that is being discussed in a meeting.
Yeah, that's right.
Understanding that correctly?
You are understanding it. That's fine. Yes. Okay. For
Okay.
example, a person says, well, we had difficulty with this particular machine in the factory. And the manager is like, well, could you elaborate? What is the specifics? Yes. What are the particulars?
Yes.
That's right. Exactly. Elaborate
Sure.
means expand also. Yes. Very
Okay.
good. All right.
Thank you.
Sure, you bet. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's try here. All right, I want somebody to read me this one. How about Juan Ramiro? Can you help me read this line? No? All right, let's try somebody else. Let's try.
Yes, sorry.
I
No, no.
am ready.
Go ahead. One and then the other.
Okay, suppose you want to tell someone, I need your help or I need some help. What word could you use to start with R instead of need? This is require.
That's right, that is the word require. So normally we use need in everyday English. I need this, I need you to do this. You tell probably your wife or your spouse, I need you to pay the bill, I need you to see the kid, I need you to pick up the kids, I need groceries. But in a formal setting, we use more require. I require. Yes. Let's please silence our mics. Now we need to silence the mics. All right. Thank you, guys. Anyway, as I was saying, we would use required. Can anybody think of an example? Can you give me an example in of a sentence in a business setting with the word require?
I required information, closing month.
I require information. And what was the second part? Closing month?
Yes, closing month.
I require information for the closing month or in the closing month?
In the closing month.
Okay. The closing month. Okay. All right. Or in the coming month. Yes, in the next month. That's what it means. All right. Moving on. Okay. The other woman who I didn't read your name that wanted to participate. Can you also read this line?
I can do require. So instead of saying I need some help, you could say I require some assistance.
Very straightforward, right?
Yes.
Moving on. Continue. There you go. Oh, sorry. No, let me go back. I click it. How about this one? Can anybody help me read this one? What is the next one?
Yes. Next one. How do I get in touch with her? What word could you use instead of that? How do I contact her?
Yeah, I think I'm getting ahead of myself in the slides. This was supposed to be hidden, right? That's right. So, like you said, you already read it, in get in contact. To get in touch, I need to get in touch with my neighbor. I need to get in touch with your boyfriend or with your husband or whatever. More formally would be I need to contact this person. We would use the contact this person. Okay, that's right. How do I contact her? Or I need to contact her. Okay, or I require to contact her if you want to embellish it a little more using the first word we learned. Okay, that's right.
Excuse me,
Go ahead.
a question.
Go ahead.
For instance, contact and touch is the same to say, yes, we are in touch. Not. But the correct is, yes, we are in contact. Is it correct?
I'm sorry, could you repeat your question?
This is correct to say, well, we are in touch instead of we are in contact.
That's right. That's what it means. It's just less formal.
Keep in touch. Keep in touch or keep in contact.
Let's keep in touch is the more common one. Yes. Let's keep in contact. I guess that could be an equivalent. Okay.
It's like an informal way. In touch and formal and in contact is more formal. Could be.
Okay. Let's maintain contact or let's keep in contact. Yeah, that will work. The word contact would be more formal, definitely.
Well, sorry, but in touch. It sounds for me. It sounds more weird in another sense. I prefer contact.
Yeah, well, no, in English it will not be misunderstood. If you say we'll keep in touch, it's a very casual way to maintain contact. We'll be in contact. We'll keep in contact.
I don't want to have trouble for
yeah, especially in the workplace, right? You don't want to be
yes.
Sexual harassment suits and stuff. No, don't worry. Nobody.
Carlos.
Yes.
Carlos, is correct to say I look forward to hearing from you in coming soon and as soon as possible or whatever.
That's right. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Okay.
Very common, very formal, very polite. That's right. Okay. So yeah, the word contact.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. It's much more formal, much more business-like than keep in touch. Yeah. Let's move on. Okay. If you have a question, feel free. Okay, I'll just. I don't know how much time. Do we have like 45 minutes or an hour? Filiberto, do you know?
You have an hour.
Okay. All right. So anyway, let's continue with the slides. Thank you, Filiberto. Let's see. Natalie, can you read this for us?
Yes. Please give her your travel plans. Instead of saying give, you could say, please provide her with your itinerary.
Yes.
Itinerary? Itinerary. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, please provide her with your itinerary. Yes. Give is very, very common, very, very casual. We use it in everyday English. It's fine. However, if you want to sound more formal, more professional, we would use the word provide. This is more formal. Yes, it sounds more formal. It denotes there's a difference. You are being respectful, extremely respectful. Well, all of these words sound more formal. That's why we are formal, because we're dealing with people in a business setting, and we try to be very, very respectful. Yes, we're not friends, we're not pals, but you can just say whatever you like and be casual about it. Yes. So yeah, please provide her with your itinerary. Have you ever used this word provide before in a business setting? Anybody can care to give us an example?
Hello, it's difficult for me to say, please provide me with your itinerary. It's correct?
Yeah, please provide me with your itinerary so I will know when to contact you or for whatever.
And I need to include with. Please provide me with your itinerary.
Okay, you could say, please provide me your itinerary. That would work too. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sure, no problem. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let them know. There's just another one. Okay, Javier Brito, would you read this for us, please?
Please let me know when you will arrive in. Please let me know. Instead of that, you could say, please inform them of your arrival.
Please inform them of your arrival. More formal, yeah? Let them know is more common, more casual, everyday English. But have you ever used this phrase before? To the verb inform. I need to inform my boss. I need to inform the department. The department needs to be informed. Have you ever used it before?
Yes, but maybe in a memo, in something written, not spoken.
All right.
I use I have used it, but written, not spoken.
Still, you can go ahead and share the example with us. It's fine if you've written it. It's still communication.
We want to inform you that the meeting will be in the C room.
Very good. Excellent. That's right. This memo is to inform you this, or like you said, we need to inform you that the meeting will be in this room or that room. Very good. Very, very common. It doesn't matter if you're speaking it or writing it. It's still English, very formal, and still good to practice this language in a formal setting, in a business setting. All right, the next one. Let's see. Let's try somebody else. Let's see. Joel Gonzalez Cisneros. Can you read this for us, please? No, Joel is not here. Then we can try Cesar Sobrevilla. No? All right. How about Ricardo Carrasco? Oh, where's there?
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to a muted phone. Okay, so just read it, right?
Yeah, just read it for us.
Please tell me why you've made this decision.
Okay, a better way would be, a more formal way, more business-like would be?
Would be, please explain your decision.
That's right. Could you explain this decision? Could you tell us, yeah, that's right. It means to tell them why did you do this thing? Or you need to explain yourself. Okay, very good. That's another word, explain, better than tell us why you did something. Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, moving on. Wendy, Piacenza or Plasencia? I think it's Plasencia.
Placencia, yes.
All right.
This small vocabulary change will make a huge difference in your English level.
Yes, this small vocabulary changes, these changes will make a huge difference. You will sound much more respectful, much more formal, and it will make a difference on the impression you will make on the people that you use it with, right? Very good. Thank you, Wendy. Moving on. Oh yeah, here are some verb pairs you might want to remember because I'm going to ask you at the end of the presentation, all right? So we have, okay, the first one is increase, and the opposite will be decrease. Yes, feel free to pronounce it, practice the pronunciation with me if you like. Increase.
Decrease.
Increase, one more time, increase.
Increase. Decrease.
Promote.
Promote.
Yes, promote, and the opposite would be?
Demote.
Hire.
Hire.
The opposite would be?
Fire. Dismiss.
Fire, dismiss.
You are dismissed. You are fired. Very good. Deposit.
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 Deposit, and the opposite would be?
Withdraw.
You deposit and then you withdraw, right? Do you understand or decrease? You understand the meaning of all these words? Yes?
I don't understand the withdraw.
Okay, withdraw is when you take money out. For example, you go to an ATM and you deposit money, right? You put the money in the machine or in the bank.
Yes.
But when you want to take money from the bank because you need to buy a popsicle on the street, what do? You withdraw. You take money out. Now, we don't see you take money. I need to take money. I need to take something out. More formal word would be, I need to withdraw. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. No
Is it any other word to say withdraw?
Well, I can find some synonyms if you like. Hold on. Let me go ahead and check. I'll provide you with some. Just can't think of one on top of my head. I'm going to go to dictionary.com. By the way, you can do this. I don't know.
Could it be cash retire?
No, retire. Need to retire money. No, people retire. Let me check this. People don't use like to retire money. Need to retire money. No, we don't talk like that. Let's see.
How about disbursement?
Disburse. Okay.
Disbursement, cash disbursement.
That would be to, yeah, a disbursement would be like, well, the translation would be desembolso, am I right?
Yes.
Could you please write for me at the chat?
Yes, hold on. Let me put it in chat. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. I see some examples for withdraw. To withdraw means to pull, let's see, some sample words would be, no, not quite. Draw away, keep away. Yes. Disbursement, that's right, retire, to retire. Yeah, but don't, with money, we don't retire money. People retire, and when we're old enough, you know, for work, but I can't, to withdraw.
To take back or to take out?
No, those are different meanings. To dispose means to eliminate, like to throw it away. To dispose, to throw it in the garbage. But withdraw also means, remember in English, withdraw can also mean to fall back. Like you're in an army, you're attacking, but if you withdraw, you will retreat. Yes, let me see. Checking here some more. An antonym here, maybe. Move away, to move back. To retract, to cause to undergo withdrawal. I don't like those words. Not for money, for example. Withdrawal.
Not for money, okay. And then
Remove
the correct way is.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Then the most correct way is with excuse me, withdraw.
Withdraw. That's right. Actually, the only one I can think of, and I'm looking in the dictionary here for synonyms, but they are taking it in the meaning as of to retreat, to fall back, to go backwards, not to take or draw back something. Yes, to remove.
Okay, let me memorize the word.
Yeah.
It sounds difficult for me.
All right, let me go back to the presentation. You guys still watching my presentations? Because I clicked to switch to the thesaurus, to the dictionary. Do you still see the presentation, guys?
Yes, we are seeing it.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
All right. Perfect. We'll stay with the presentation. So yeah, deposit means you put money in the bank. Withdraw means you take money from the bank. Yeah. If I can think of another word for money, particularly, I'll let you know next week. Save and spend. Oh, there's another pair. You save money, right? You gather, you accumulate wealth, and then to spend it means to the opposite, right? Any other questions with these words?
No.
All right, moving on then. Very good. So let me check the chat here. Somebody's talking. Take out. Yeah, that's the informal one. Yeah, to take out. I was thinking of another formal one, but no. Yeah, withdraw would be better. Yeah. All right. Actually, that's the way the banks in the States or in an English setting will tell you. Do you wish to withdraw? Are you come here for? Did you come here for a withdrawal, etc. All right. Next slide. It says expand your English vocabulary by learning 20 business verbs that are also opposites. Oh, let's look at those. Take a look at those. All right. So yeah, learn verb pairs such as deposit, withdraw, expanding contract. Expand means to make bigger. Contract means to the opposite. You know, reduce in size. Save and spend, and some more. We'll be looking at some of those. All right. Or I'd like you to read this one. Rocio Gutierrez, can you read this for me? We're talking antonyms.
Excuse me, yes.
Go ahead.
Learning antonyms. How do you say antonyms?
Antonyms.
Okay, antonyms. It's an effective way to understand, remember, and increase your business English vocabulary.
That's right. The antonyms are the opposite words with the opposite meaning. For example, saving means accumulating money, and spending is the opposite, reducing what you have, right? All right, moving on. Okay, we have some verb pairs here. Okay, let's take a look at them. Increase, decrease, we already saw that one. Promote, demote, hire, fire. Should be fire here. Let me go back here. I thought I corrected that. Fire, like you're fired or dismissed. Deposit, withdraw, we already saw this one. Save and spend. Okay, moving on. Okay, here are some another ones. Okay, borrow and lend. I'll talk a little bit more about that one because it causes some confusion for some people. Import, export, maximize and minimize, expand and contract. Okay. Okay. Can anybody help us by giving us an example of borrowing or borrow and lend, the difference? Does anybody remember the difference between borrowing and lending?
When I borrow money, I receive the money, but when I lend the money, I give the money away.
That's right. Well, you don't give it away.
Well, you give it.
For a period of time, yes, that's right.
Exactly.
That's right. So can you give us an example? I need to borrow $10 from my colleague, for example, or I had to borrow money and I lent him my car to go to the airport, for example. Yes. Somebody says here, the jargon of each industry is different, then the meaning of the vocabulary changes in this sense. In some cases, I suppose, yeah, it could vary depending on the industry, I guess. If you can provide an example, that would be great. From the, like, for example, the Wall Street setting to the steel industry, or any example you can think of would be great. Where the meaning of the words changes. I can't think of one on top of my head right now, but make a note of that. All right, moving on. Sorry, that's not moving. Okay, let's click it here. Oh, there's one more, include and exclude. To include means to, receive it or add it to whatever it is what we have. Exclude it means to not do that, to ostracize something, or to not permit it the entry, to exclude it, yes, or to leave it out. Yes, we need to exclude this from the memo. That means we will not put it there. Yes. Okay. Does anybody have a problem with these words? You understand all these words? No, are we good? All right. If you have questions, let's speak, open the mic and let me know. Now, so let's practice for a better opportunity and growth. All right. I believe there were some, yeah, here's the exercise. All right, let me ask people who are paying attention. Let's see, Ricardo Perez, can you give me the pair for increase? And an example. You can invent the example. You can come up with an example.
I can.
Go ahead, Aleli.
Yes, I decrease my money in the bank.
You decreased your money in the bank, or actually the money in the bank decreased, yes? Or you decreased it. You reduced it by withdrawing.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. You reduced the money by, or you decreased the money in your bank, or the sales decreased. That will be a more common example. Sales decreased this month. We were increasing, but now with the pandemic, businesses are suffering and the sales have decreased. Yes.
My money in the bank decreased. Huh?
Yeah, that is technically true, or is reduced, or it becomes, reduced. Yeah, lower.
Because reduce the value.
Decrease the headcount, reduces the value. What do you mean? The money loses value? The money itself?
Or inflation.
With inflation? That's right. With inflation, yeah. Money decreases in dollar. The dollar, actually, money decreases in value. The dollar is constantly decreasing. Yes, because there's actually, I can talk a lot about the Federal Reserve and how they make money, but yes. When there's inflation, the value of the money decreases. That is correct. The next one. Thank you, Arely. Mirna Martinez, can you give me the verb pair for promote?
I was promoted to manager.
Okay, very good.
Company.
And the pair or the antonym, the opposite? Do you remember what it was?
The model is opposite the model. I was promoted to manager of this company.
Okay, you mentioned demoted, right? Demoted. Yes. Can you give me an example with demoted? Like demoted the general. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's demoted.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You're kind of breaking up, Mirna. Could you repeat, please?
He was demoted.
He was demoted. He lost his promotion or position, right?
Yeah.
He was demoted to supervisor, right?
Supervisor or
He was,
anyway.
he was CEO or the vice president, and he was demoted. And now he's a supervisor, manager, or whatever, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mirna. Let's see. I got Marcus Barbieux or Barbieux, I think. Is that French? Marcus, are you there? All right, let's go with Ulises. Ulises, are you there? Can you give me the next example? Give me an example with hire and with.
Okay. We are hiring project managers for this position, and we have to fire some people because the enterprise is not good or it's not well.
Very good. And what is the other word for firing someone?
Fire is dismissed.
Right. Can you give me an example with that one too?
Okay, you are dismissed of this meeting because it's a top level meeting, for example, no? And
now in the meeting, it could be, the meeting could be different. You're dismissed from the meeting. That means you can go, but you're still working.
Yes, yes, I know. Okay.
And the other one, we had to dismiss him because he was stealing money from the company. We had to let him go. We had to dismiss him. Usually they also use let go to be, you know, more sensitive, but these are the more professional or business-like ones, more formal ones.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ulises. Excellent. And the next one, the last one, deposit. Let's see, Guadalupe Bolaños.
I deposit my money in the bank.
I deposit my money
in the bank.
That's right. And can you give me the pair, the antonym? What was it? Do you remember?
Deposit without draw. I withdraw the money of the bank.
Okay, I withdraw money, remember? And if it's in the past, it will be withdrew. I withdrew some money because I needed it for books.
I pay some factors.
To pay
some invoice.
To pay an invoice, okay, that's right. Okay, or bills. Commonly they're known as bills. Somebody's asking here.
Is it correct to say I need to make a withdrawal?
I need to make a withdrawal. That's right. You go. That's what you tell the teller at the bank. I need to make
something like or whatever. But it is I need to make. It's correct.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you.
I need to make a withdrawal. I'll put it here in the chat. Let me just. I need to make a withdrawal. A withdrawal. Actually, it's a withdrawal with a noun. That's the noun. Okay. The verb is withdraw. You can say I withdrew in the past. I withdrew some money this morning in the past. Okay. So this in the afternoon. In the morning is in the past. So this morning. I withdrew some money this morning because I needed it. Now let's keep it short. So I withdrew some money. It says David Garduño, the company dispersed their payments to suppliers. Okay, they dispersed their payments to suppliers. Means they disperse means I get the meaning of disperse as to separate or diversify. Is that what you mean, David Garduño? To diversify.
Yes. I will try to say about the company pay their own disperse their resources, money as a resource.
Yeah, that's right. They disperse them means they distribute them, right? Diversely. Okay. It says here, split the payments. Okay, you can split the payments. You can also use that language. Okay, divide. That means to divide the payments. Okay. It says that's it. I need to make a withdrawal. Don't forget that L because that is the noun. All right, and that's the end of this word. One more. We do have one more. Let's try Olivia. Are you there? No? Diani Arredondo then? Give me the an example with the word save and with its pair, the opposite.
Mhm. I need save money.
Okay, I need to save. Remember when we use verbs in English?
Okay, I need to save money.
Need to save money, and the opposite?
I spend a lot of money.
I spend
a lot of money.
Like, do you do it regularly, or you're talking about you did it one time in the past?
Okay. In the past.
Okay, I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on, I don't know.
In this moment. No, in this moment, no. The last month. Last month.
Last month. We don't say the last month. We just say last month. I spent a lot of money last month. Yeah, last month. It says, Jorge Tejeda says, I must save at least 10% of my wage to make investments. Okay. I would use the word income. Would sound much better. And if you want to use wage, is wages. Okay, my wage, usually we use it in plural, of 10% of my wages or my payments or my income, sorry, or what I receive as a compensation for my work. That's your income. Income would sound much better. Yes. I must save at least 10% of my income to make investments. That's right. That's right. You need to invest money. You know, money makes money. All right. Very good, guys. And I think this is almost the last one. Verb pairs. Here we have some more. Okay. There you go. Let me ask. Let's see, Jorge. Jorge. It says Jorge's iPhone. Can you give me the word pair, the verb pair for the word lend? You remember it? Use it in a sentence.
Using the sentence, the first sentence when the last slide, or in this slide is lend?
In this slide, you have the word lend. Go ahead, use it in a sentence, and then give me the pair that goes with it, the opposite, and then use that in a sentence. So give me 2 sentences.
Okay. I lend more some money, and I borrow some money for my friend.
Okay. No, you lend money to your friend, or you borrow money from your friend. Let me put it in the chat. I lent money to my friend.
To my friend.
Or I borrowed money from
my friend.
That means your friend, the first one you gave your friend money, right? You gave money to your friend. And in the second sentence, I borrowed money means you took money from your friend.
Yeah.
But you plan to pay it back, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just took the money. Yeah. It says here, David Garduño, is it best to use phrasal verbs to sound as native speaker? Well, we use phrasal verbs to, yeah, I guess to sound, you don't need to sound like a native speaker because you can still have an accent. Yes, you know how Russians speak, or even us in Mexico, sometimes some people have an accent. I need to borrow car, and they do have an accent, but you would definitely sound like a native speaker if you use phrasal verbs more, even though you may have an accent, they still know you're not a native speaker, but your English will be much more common. What is a phrasal verb? Okay, a phrasal verb is a verb that is conformed of 2 words, a verb and a preposition. For example, let me think, break up, that's a phrasal verb. It has the verb break, right? And the preposition up, or the word up. Yes. So if you break up, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you have a relationship, and then you break up, it means you separate, right? Okay. Where can I do a fluency test with you, Charlie? Here, I guess we'll resume. Yes. Let's see. Break up, mock up. To mock up, I actually don't know that one. Remember, the phrasal verb usually changes meaning it doesn't mean that the words, particularly, you don't physically break anything, but the relationship ends. So it's a breakup. Okay. Mock-up. I think I've known that. I don't think I've heard of that one. If you, I understand if you're mocking somebody up, you're mocking them. You're making.
It means bosquejo, mock-up.
Mock-up. Oh, maqueta. But that's let me go ahead and check that one. Mock-up. Is it one word or two words? Mock-up. 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 Okay, let's see. Mock-up. I think it's one word, according to the dictionary, or a compound word. Full-size structural model. Okay, that's what it is. All right, but it's not a phrasal verb. It's just it's a thing. It's a model. Yes, like a maqueta, right? It's not a phrasal verb. Yes, it's correct. Maqueta. It's together. I think it's you can either find it like this or like this with a hyphen. Yes. Either way, it's not a verb. It's not a phrasal verb for sure. It's just a noun. Yes. It means a model, a full-size model of something, of a structure. That's right. All right. Let me go back to the presentation. I think I opened my dictionary here, so let me close it. Ah, there you go. Okay. So yeah, we got save and lend. What do you guys remember the next one? Export, and what was the verb pair? Let's see.
Import.
Import.
Okay, can you use those two in a sentence? Do you know what they mean? Go ahead, whoever spoke. I didn't catch your names here, but you can tell us the examples.
We're going to import some materials, and we are going to export products, for example, whole products.
That's a great example, but could you repeat it, because you kind of broke up in the beginning? Could you repeat it, please? I think it was correct.
Okay, we are going to import some materials to produce some products that we are going to export. Yeah.
Excellent. That's right. We import, we bring from other countries, but if we take it to other countries, then we export them, right? Very good. Move forward is a phrasal verb. Let's move forward. That's a good one. Move forward means to go ahead and keep going and remember the pause. So move forward. I'd have to check if it's a phrasal verb or not. I definitely know what it means. People use it all the time. But if it qualifies as a phrasal verb, probably yes, I guess. Mexico is one of the biggest export materials to USA, says Olivia. That's right. Mexico is one of the biggest export. Now we need to fix that sentence a little bit. It says, Mexico is one of the biggest exporters of materials to the US. Let me fix that sentence. Mexico is one of the biggest exporters, yes, of materials to the USA. That's right. That's right. All right, very good. Yes. All right, moving on. Olivia, you, the same one, or somebody else here who hasn't participated. Francisco's iPhone. Can you give me the next one? Minimize and use it in a sentence, and then the pair, the antonym, and use it in a sentence.
I have an example.
Go ahead.
Maximize is a antonym de minimize.
Yeah. Yes. Maximize is the antonym of minimize. That's it. That is correct.
Okay. My example is I maximize the profit in this quarter time.
Excellent. I maximize the profit in this quarter. Is that what you said? This quarter of, or in this period of time, this quarter of time, or this quarter of the year?
Okay. Or the first quarter in this year.
Excellent. In the first quarter of this year. Very good. Very good. And minimize? An example with minimize?
Okay. I'm sorry. I minimize the, I minimize and save the costs and expenses.
Very good. That's your job, to minimize costs and reduce expenses. Very good. Very good. All right. All right, all the companies want to minimize costs, reduce costs, and maximize profits, right? So it's economically viable, and it's a business model that works. Okay, we have the next one. The pronunciation is contract. Contract, remember, is to reduce. Can you give it in a sentence? So let's see. I already asked Ricardo. Raul Moran. Can you give me an example with contract and with the verb pair, the antonym, and then give me another example with that as well?
Okay, for example, my contract expired this month.
No, remember, the verb is contract, but the noun is contract. You have a contract. When you go to a job or you look for a job, you get hired, you receive a contract, and you have to sign the contract.
Okay.
But that's the thing, that's the contract, the paper. A legal document binding you to that company. But to contract means to reduce. We need to contract the infrastructure or whatever, yes? To contract means to reduce in size.
Okay, let me tell me what is the verb pairs.
Excuse me? The verb is?
Can you just tell me what is the verb pairs?
The verb pair is to expand.
Expand, yes.
Remember, expand?
I need to expand my horizons.
That's right.
For the next business.
That's right. You need to expand your horizon. Or the company needs to expand. Yes?
Okay.
It says, yeah, a contract is a hard copy of a deal. Yeah. That the pronunciation of the word is different for the noun and for the verb. The verb is the action. To contract. We need to contract this infrastructure or this, I don't know what you would contract. We need to contract.
We need to contract the products that we offer in China market, for example.
Contract the market or the products in the market. I guess you could say that, yeah. Means to reduce in size, yes. And the opposite would be. Go ahead.
Excuse me, something like nowadays we are facing economic contract.
An economic contraction. That's right.
Economic contraction. Oh, yes, is not correct. The sentence, the first sentence. Okay.
A contract. Which sentence? It's the one that you mentioned. It says we contract an outsourcing company to reduce costs. Okay. Or no, that is a contracted.
That means a paper, no?
No, there's okay, let me go ahead and go over this again. No problem. Contract. Let me see if I can make the stress here in the chat. Notice. Contract. Okay, that is the legal binding document. Okay, hold on. I should have put it in the same line. Contract. Never mind, not like this. Contract. Yes, this is the legal. Okay, legal document. Yeah, it's a contract. Contract. Yes, to contract. 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 Yes, and this one is. Oh, where is it? To contract means to reduce in size, I guess. Reduce in, yes, like you say, somebody put it in Spanish, contraer, Betty. Yes, yes. And there's another one that it's another meaning that somebody put here. It says here, we contracted a company, an outsourcing company. Yeah, we contracted means you hire them. Contracted. A contractor. That's what a contractor is. Yeah, let's put that example again. I like that example. We contracted an outsourcing company to do whatever, right? We contract them means we hire them. We gave them a contract. And they're working for us now. Yes. So there are several meanings. Remember, in English, and as in a lot of languages, some words may have different meanings. So you have to be careful how you use them. Okay. Let's see. Somebody else is telling me something in the chat. I'm sorry. Did I close my presentation? Or no, it's here. Very good. Everybody's back to the full screen? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Minimize. So yeah, there's a difference. Okay, that was the last slide, but I'm still not done. There's still one more. So careful, yeah, with that contract. Contract is the legal document. Contract is the action. Okay, and the other word, the pair, is expand. Like you mentioned, we need to expand our horizons, right? And the last one, let's see who can give me the last one. Let's see, some people are in the chat. Cesar Sosa, can you give me the example with exclude and with its bear pair?
Okay. We exclude the outsourcing people, but include our payroll people.
I'm sorry, could you repeat, please? We excluded what?
We exclude the outsourcing people, but we include our payroll people.
Okay, I'm guessing those will be in the past, so they will be excluded. We excluded the outsourcing company, and we included, what was it that you said? The people, our people?
The payroll.
Oh, we included the payroll. Okay, yeah, for whatever it is that you're dealing with, we excluded something, but we included something else. Okay, very good. And that was the last pair. Yes, I guess that's it, guys. Do you have any questions? Do you have more examples? This is the end of the presentation. Let me close it here. If you'd like me to go back to it, that would be fine.
No, Carlos, we really thank you. This was part of the lesson today in the morning.
Okay.
We asked them to improve knowledge on behalf of Microsoft Excel or wherever they are weak. So if they need to improve something, of course, English, they are welcome. We really want to thank you, Carlos. We missed you last week, but thanks again for coming.
Sure.
And everybody must, as you see, you need to improve your foreign language. You need to move from one training to another, and well, all the trainings must be included here. So if you need some more information, or if you require some extra help regarding LinkedIn or how to write your resume, do not hesitate, give us a call. Carlos, muchas gracias. Nos vemos la próxima semana, si Dios lo permite.
Con mucho gusto, Gilberto. Take care, guys.
Gracias, Carlos. Gracias,
Gracias,
Philip.
Carlos. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Carlos.
Gracias, Philip.
Gracias, Carlos y Fili. Cuídense.
Hasta luego.
Carlos ya me está asesorando en lo particular a varias personas. No pierdan la oportunidad de conocerlo. Pregúntense si realmente lo necesitan. Es una persona muy ocupada, muy solicitada, pero probablemente les pueda hacer algún espacio. Gracias, Carlos.
Cuídense mucho. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Pues aquí estamos todos. Muchas gracias. Echándole todas las ganas. Esperemos que les haya servido. Ahí está. Si no, pídanme su WhatsApp y yo se los hago llegar. Nos vemos. Que estén bien.
Gracias.
Gracias.